Hi, I'm Joe Catrambone. Welcome to Talkin Business. It's my pleasure today to have Kelly Gray with JDog Junk Removal and Hauling as my guest. Kelly, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule and coming up here to meet with us.
Thank you.
So, one of the things I always ask people is, what brought you to Martin County?
So we live here. My husband and I, we live in Martin County, and we love Martin County. And so we just wanted to stay local, and do business where we live.
So you were born here?
I actually was born here. My husband was not. And then I was raised in Indiana and then moved back here after I graduated nursing school. So, and my husband was born and raised in Arizona. So, but yes, we do live in Martin County now.
Do you have anything, but what brought you here? I mean, is it the area, or was it strictly the business? Or, I mean, you moved away, you came back. Is there a specific thing that brought you here?
Our families are both here, and we really like the people, the quality of life, stuff like that. So we love living here, and our families are both here. So we're very much family oriented people, and we love living here in Martin County. So it was a no-brainer for us moving here. We used to live in West Palm, in the West Palm area, and we really wanted to move up here. That was a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
so.
I noticed that your phone number had a 561 area
Yes.
code. That's why I asked.
Yeah, so our business actually was established prior in the West Palm area. And we still do jobs in West Palm, but we are local and we live in Martin County, so we want to do business where we live.
An interesting occupation. What got you involved? What is it a business that did you inherit it? Is it just a brainchild, or?
So my husband and I were nurses by trade. So we were nurses. We met working at the hospital as nurses together. And one of our coworkers came to us with this business idea of hauling junk. And at first we were like, it's kind of weird. But then the more that we thought about it, the more that we talked about it, we were like, this could be a really good business opportunity for us. And we kind of jumped all in, not really knowing anything about junk. This was, over a year ago now. And just, we were like, let's do it. We saw the value in going into people's homes and creating that kind of relationship with them. So it is what it is.
Do people call you and say, when you're talking about junk, there's junk and there's junk. So how do you get leads on where to go to pick up junk?
Usually what happens is people have a need, whether that's they have a clean out. Let's say, for instance, they have a garage clean out. They have a lot of things that have accumulated in their garage and they're tired of looking at it. So they'll call our number, and either that's by word of mouth or one of our trucks that they see or our website, and they say, I have all of these, I have a garage full of things that I need gone. We have our team of veterans that we go out and we remove the items that they wish to be removed, and then that's it.
So do you ever have to pay for things? Do you buy things, junk, to resell it, or you just clear it out, and then what do you do with it?
Sure. So we try to keep 60 to 70% of things that we accumulate out of the landfill, and we do that by a lot of times, we give away things. to people in need in the community. I'm very grateful for the chamber because now we have those partnerships with people that we can have, and we have numbers to call to say, hey, do you need X, Y, and Z? You know, we just did a job for Tykes and Teens, who is pretty prominent in the community, and we love their business model and what they stand for. So it was really nice to be able to do something like that. But we can also call on other companies and say, listen, we have not brand new, but we have a desk that, you know, the warehouses are all full. Can you use this? Can you use a bed? You know, and a lot of times we end up just giving it away. So we try to do it that way. As far as the resell right now is a little slower for things like that. So, but you know, we try to do what we can.
Do you have a facility where you do resale or?
No, we do not.
Okay.
So, and that's another thing is we don't have like a storefront, right now yet, I should say. So, we don't have a space where we can really sell things out of. So
You have a warehouse?
no, we don't.
Okay. So you have to, when you pick something up, you need a place to get it in a hurry.
100%. So that's why I'm really glad we have those relationships with like the Stuart Chamber, because if not, I mean, I don't know what we would do with it, but we give a lot of things away.
What is the most unusual thing that someone has given you?
We did a house clean out, and I cleaned out a room full of clowns, like literal
Like
clowns.
ceramic type clowns?
This guy, he had loved the circus, so it was a lot of clown and circus memorabilia. That was the strangest thing I think I've ever seen, and I don't know what's going to top that. But we see a lot of things, and you know, we do house clean outs, we do hoarder houses, a lot of the things that people, you know, are inherited with, or they just, you know, we do clean those out too. So we've seen some stuff.
When I love that you say that the chamber has helped your business. That's great. That's what we're supposed to do.
Yes, sir.
Give me some examples. Like what do you call on us for the chamber to?
Just to get our name out there. Being, you know, we just crossed our year mark of being here, and you know, the Stuart Martin Chamber is one of the first things that we were like, we want to join. And since we've joined that, I mean, just the relationships, the friendships, the networking, you know, we are so grateful to the Stuart Martin Chamber because, I mean, we've grown in this community in the Martin County area because of the chamber, because of the Stuart Martin Chamber. And I preach it to the choir because I say it to everybody. I'm like, this one, you know, we love the Stuart Martin Chamber, and I tell everybody about it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That means so much to us. All right, are you in part of the ambassador program?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So your husband and we're going to lunch because I think it was Operation Thank You, right?
Yes.
You delivered, I don't know how many packages.
I have no idea what the last number was, but my husband did a great job delivering those bags. So he loved talking to people, and he and his brother did great. So
What advice would you give to people starting out in business, and how do you navigate, and how did you navigate your way around to enhance your business, enhance what you do?
I would say my biggest piece of advice to somebody that's starting a brand new business, we're a little over a year, is to give yourself some grace. It's one of those things where, you know, it's a 24/7 job when you're starting a business. And try to have an outlet, you know, a healthy outlet that's like something where you can get away from, you know, because when you own your own business, the thing that you don't anticipate is that you wake up and you think about the business. You go to bed and you're talking to your spouse about the business, you know, so it's certain things that, you know, you need to have something where you can like have an escape, have some sort of an outlet. And for some that might be video games with my husband, or for me, I like to go to the gym. I enjoy that. That's me time. That's my time to get away. And so what we've really been doing for our company is a lot of the networking, a lot of, so once you join, the Stuart Martin Chamber, for example, you will get to know people and they'll say, oh, you might really benefit from doing this, X, Y, and Z. So like, for example, a lot of because with junk removal, it's hard because we don't have the customers that need us every week. But when they do need us, they don't need us on a regular basis. But when they need us, we want them to go, oh, I know a guy. I know JDog. JDog can help you with, that couch that you want taken out. So we want when they do need something that they'll think of us. So just going to, the different sort of events. But where I was going with that was repeat business. A source of repeat business for us could be like realtors. So we really want to increase our relationship and the value of our relationship with our realtors. We really value the realtors that work with us and their clients. So
Yeah, that makes sense because realtors get into where, especially where they're going to list the house, and the people, I would imagine, especially when there's a death involved, that's probably the most arduous task.
yeah.
Yeah.
And being that that my husband and I are nurses by trade, we understand what they're going through when they have a death in the family. We're sensitive to that, and we get that, so it's a little bit, tougher of a situation for the family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you find any stumbling blocks? Is there anything that causes you consternation in doing your work? Whether it be legal issues or ordinances or things of that nature? Is there anything that might restrict you that?
That's a good question. A lot of times the hardest part of our job is if we are going into someone's home and and this is really just the day-to-day, there's a struggle as to what's being kept and what's not. So usually it's like, oh, so-and-so wants to keep this and so doesn't, and what are we doing, and things like that. And that's usually comes when there's like a death in the family.
Yeah.
But for the most part, honestly, it's pretty streamlined. I mean, we don't really have that many hiccups. So
JDog Junk Removal. Interesting name. Where did JDog come from?
So, JDog comes from, it's actually the owner's call sign in the military was JDog. So that's where JDog comes from. And we we get mistaken for things a lot, for other things like pet sitting and stuff like that, but we're not pet sitters. So yes, so that's where it comes from. And it is military family owned and veteran operated. So
is this like a franchise?
yes, sir.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So are there are there other franchises? Do you have a designated area that's your area?
Sure. So it's owned and operated in Pennsylvania, but it's my husband and I, we own from Vero down to Hope Sound. But that doesn't mean that we won't do jobs outside of there. It's just that's where we're marketing. That's where we own. But we are allowed to do jobs outside of that territory. So
were you in the military, or you're just your husband?
my husband's father.
Oh,
it's
okay.
my husband's father.
Oh, that's how.
Yeah.
So that he's the veteran owned.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see? I guess your business depends on growth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, do you see? Are you witnessing a lot of growth now? People moving and new people coming into the area?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for a while, we were kind of like, not that, it's hard when you have a new business. I would say since about Thanksgiving of last year, we've been pretty steady. So we're very grateful for that. We're very grateful for our customers and, the people that do call us and trust us to come into their homes, because it's been great.
How do you market?
A lot of our marketing is online, but we also I go to a lot of events. I go to a lot of the networkings and things like that. So we market that way. We try to go to everything that we can.
How about social media? Do you do
Yeah.
on social
So we
media?
do Facebook.
Do you?
Yeah, Facebook is a big way that we get reviews in business. So Google ads as well.
You do ads in like where?
On Google and Yelp.
Okay, so social
Yeah.
media mostly. You don't do any print media or anything like that?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you use our website at all?
I do. I use the Stuart Martin website because we actually refer people out a lot. Like we have, we're going into people's houses that usually a lot of times are moving or they're moving out or in. So we use them a lot actually to look people up for them and right on the spot.
Is there anything that you would like that we haven't covered that you would like people to know that about your business or about yourself and your husband?
One thing I want people to know is that JDog, us at JDog, we care about our customers. We're not just coming into your home, taking objects and leaving or cleaning out and leaving. We want to know, like, who you are. And we love having a relationship with our customers. And to us, that's the biggest thing. And because at the end of the day, to us, that's really all that matters. So, we're nurses by trade. We've seen it all. So, just to, really be able to come into your home, it really means a lot to us. Or business. To come into your business even and do a job, that means so much to us at JDog. And we just thank all of our customers. We thank everybody, everybody at the chamber, just because, without you guys, we're very grateful for everything that the chamber's done for us.
Thank you for that. That makes me feel good.
Yeah, they're
It's
like
really-
family to us over there. They really are.
Thank you. Yeah, we have a great staff. I
Yeah,
call
you
them my
do.
dream team.
You do.
It's interesting that you and your husband both professional nurses, went to educated to become nurses. What prompted you to did you get tired of it? Was it not what you expected? It's quite a change from being a nurse
Right.
to going into
Yeah.
junk removal.
I will say that we are both nurses still. So we do that kind of on the side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we didn't give it up completely, we're like, well, we did do, all of our schooling and everything. It's just that healthcare is kind of evolving, and it's kind of changing in a way that we didn't really like. And we're like looking farther down the road. He and I, we've been married for 2 years now. We want to have children in the future. And it would be nice to, kind of be able to not make your own schedule, but make your own schedule. Be like, what? Our daughter has, or our son has, a soccer game. Let's not schedule jobs that day. That would be nice. And, just looking farther down the road, that's really what we were looking at.
So when you were in the healthcare, did you work in the hospital or for doctors or in the
Yes.
hospital? So yeah, there's so much. Healthcare changes daily anymore. So there's really and I can't remember the need. There's thousands of openings not only nurses but in the medical field per se itself.
Yes.
So
And I actually work in the ER, so I see.
oh wow.
Yeah, so
That's
I see a lot. So, and it, it's just,
So you still work in the ER?
yes, sir.
Okay.
I do.
Well, God bless you. That's got to be a.
It's a tough time right now, but we're okay. We get through it. So,
Well, thank you so much for coming and spending
Thanks,
some
Joe.
time with me.
thank you.
Okay. Thank you.